Hello friends, welcome to today's video. So today's video is going to be a story time, which I'm super excited about because I feel like my life is never exciting enough to have a story time video, but something happened a couple weeks ago and I have to tell you, as if you can see the title of this video, I almost burnt down my brand new house that we've lived in for 6 months. But yeah, so it all started when I was like making Christmas bread, the bread that I make every year for Christmas. And the bread requires you to make this like sugar butter sauce that you like pour over the top of the bread. After you pull it out of the oven, you pour this stuff over the top of the bread. So my first mistake was I put too much water and not enough sugar. I didn't do the measurements right. So I ended up like doubling it or quadrupling it or something. And so I had way more than I needed in the pan. That was my first mistake. My second mistake was while I was waiting for it to boil, because you're supposed to bring it to a boil so that the sugar is all melted and whatnot. So I put it over there, I turned the stove on, and I was like, okay, I've got a few minutes to wait for it to boil. Second mistake, I had it on high, which I shouldn't have, because I was being impatient and I needed to hurry and get it done. And I was already frustrated that I had not measured the ingredients right. I was like, okay, I'm gonna turn it on high so it'll boil faster, but I know I have a few minutes. So I turned around, because I have like my stove and my sink. And I'm standing here, I turned around to go to my sink because I was gonna pour the hot liquid into like I don't know what to call it, but like a thing with a spout so that I could just easily pour over the bread. That's what my plan was. So I was gonna go over and make sure there wasn't anything in the sink that could get sugar on it or, melt or anything like that. So as I'm doing that, all of a sudden I hear the liquid boiling over on the stove. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I turned around, I'm starting to freak out because I don't know what to do. It's sticky sugar, it's literally sugar boiling over on my stove. And I have a glass top stove. So I pick the pan up to put it down somewhere else so it stopped boiling over. I put it on the counter on a hot pad. And as I'm doing that, I'm trying to figure out how to wipe it off the stove. Like, how do I clean this up? Third mistake I made. I did not turn off the burner. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was just in a panic at that point. So I didn't turn the burner off. All of a sudden, this big old flame comes up because the sugar had caught on fire. It had butter in it. It was like an oil fire. It's burning on my stove. I know I'm laughing. I'm laughing now because I was just that stupid. And so all of a sudden, I grab a towel and I'm like waving it at the flames, which is making it bigger. All I can see is the flame just getting bigger and bigger. And it's like practically touching the microwave above my stove. And so I freak out and I scream for my husband. I'm like, bah! Like really loud. And he comes out and all of a sudden his eyes got really wide. And he comes over and he like blows a big breath on it and it blows out. I'm like, oh thank God. Because I didn't know what to do. I had no idea what to do. I don't know if it was because I was in a panic. I don't know if because I really don't know. Am I really that stupid that I don't know what I'm supposed to do? Which actually I am that stupid because I really don't know what to do, because my husband informed me to put baking soda on it and it'll make the flame go out. I'm like, okay, I didn't know that. But I guess we learn from our experiences. But yeah, so that happens. And then I freak out and I start having a panic attack. I start bawling because I literally almost burnt down our brand new house. And, you know, he's comforting me, but also trying to help me clean up the mess. And I'm still freaking out. I probably freaked out for at least a couple of hours. And it was very scary. I was so scared because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know. I've never experienced that before, and I've made this bread multiple times. In the past few years, I've made this bread. But again, you turn away for just a minute. That's all it takes. It's just a minute, just a second. And all hell will break loose. So it was very scary. But at first we weren't sure how to clean it up. I mean, it's like dried sugar all over this glass top stove. And luckily he went and got a razor blade and kind of like scraped it off. We got some oven cleaner, so it's nice and sprayed off. I really wish I would have taken a picture of the before, but I didn't because I really wanted to show you guys. But like I said, I was in a panic at the time. So I literally sat there and cried while he cleaned up my mess. So, hubby, if you're watching, thank you for helping me clean up my horrible mess I made. But yeah, other than that, everything is all good now. There's no like burn marks or anything. But to be honest, what I felt like, so if any of my viewers right now have ever played The Sims, that is what I felt like. Like when they like jump up and down because they're freaking out because there's a fire. That's how I felt. I felt helpless and I didn't know what to do. But now we have a fire extinguisher in the kitchen so that if anything ever happens again, cross my fingers that it doesn't, that I am prepared. I know now with the baking soda thing, so I am prepared now for hopefully not the next time. I mean, I've been an adult for 18 years. I'm like, this has never happened to me before. But, you know, just like any other thing, especially if you have kids, you'll understand, or you've babysat before, you know that anything, if you leave it unattended for just a second, things will go wrong. But yeah, that is my story for you guys. I just wanted to share with you because I was like, oh my gosh, I have this awesome story now that I can tell my viewers on YouTube. Don't be too harsh. I know that I made a lot of mistakes in the short amount of time that I was trying to make this sauce for the bread. But I have learned my lesson. It actually took me a while to even use my stove. It took me like a day or so. If you watched my previous, I think it's the previous cleaning video, and I said that there was a little mishap in the kitchen and that's why my kitchen was a disaster, that's the mishap. So if you saw that video, that's what I was talking about. So, but the bread did turn out. The stove is fine. I'm just a little weary about the stove. I'm okay now, but it's a little like, oh. But, you know, crap happens. Things happen, and we just have to move on. So, I really hope you enjoyed this storytime video. I really hope it wasn't all, I realized I was like getting all like crazy and a little like, woo! But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to share it with you because I thought it was a good video to share. And yeah, I again really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to go down and give it a thumbs up, and go down and comment below if anything crazy has ever happened to you. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a kitchen fire, but anything else, you know, that you should have known better. I know we've all done those things where we're like, we probably should have known better, but we did it anyways. But yeah, I definitely don't leave food unattended. Like, it scares the crap out of me now. And, you know, I guess we just learn our lessons. So, yeah, go down and hit the subscribe button. Definitely go follow me over on Instagram. Again, that's where you get all of the behind the scenes stuff. No, I didn't behind the scenes that, because again, I was in a panic, so I wasn't gonna go there. But yeah, I really hope you guys all had a wonderful Christmas, holiday, whatever it is that you celebrate. I hope it was wonderful. And yeah, I guess I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!